I'm Brooklyn,
And I'm Anthony,
and you're listening to Graham's Porch podcast. Our podcast will cover various topics, ranging from celebrity news, movies, music, family, and anything in between. No topic is off limits.
So grab a drink, pull up a chair, and join us on the porch. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Graham's Porch podcast, episode 15. It's your host, Anthony.
And your other host, Brooklyn. And we hope that you guys had a good week. How was yours?
My week was pretty crazy, not gonna lie.
Why?
Work was pretty crazy. We got slammed like out of nowhere. Like we just got
randomly?
Yeah, just like boom, here's all your shit. Like
after you guys have been slow for like a month?
Yeah. It just hit us out of nowhere. And then Monday, like we were shorthanded and people weren't there on time, including myself.
I was gonna say work.
So Monday was like pretty crazy going into work. And then Wednesday we did inventory.
I hated that.
It was pretty dumb. Not gonna lie, like none of it made sense. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that though. I'm just gonna say it was a whole shit show.
Always has to be.
Yeah.
More difficult than it really needs to be.
Yeah, it was not. It was not fun. I'll just say that it was not fun. But you know what? They ordered pizza for us, so every good company they got to treat you with the pizza.
Yeah.
Little pizza party. And it was a good pizza too. It was like thin crust, like baked in a brick oven. Like, It was good. It was fire.
So it was worth it.
It was worth it. Yeah, the pizza made up for it for sure. And then was this the day before? I think it was like Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday is before Wednesday.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think because was it Tuesday we got Papa Murphy's? Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. All right. So on Tuesday, I had to go to the store, right? Because I had to go get like formula and milk and just like a couple other little things, whatever. So I go in the store, like I already know my route. Like I'm planning my route as I'm pulling in on what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna hit in the store.
That's how I am.
Like if I'm with people, I'm cool. We're chilling. We can go down each and every aisle. I don't give a fuck. But when I'm by myself,
I want to be in and out in less than 10 minutes.
So I was like pulling in. So I'm like in my head, I'm like already getting this anxiety of being around all these people, bro.
Yeah.
Because this fucking store is always crazy.
Yeah,
it don't matter any time of day. But anyway, I'm pulling in. I'm planning my route. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to walk in. I'm going to go left. Couple aisles, go right, straight to the back. Grab the milk. Then I'm going to go from there and I'm going to go down a little bit and take a left. That's the kids aisle. Hit there. Boom. Grab the formula. Then I'm going to hit the boom.
You had the blueprint.
Red Bulls.
Let's just say.
Yeah, I had the fucking blueprint ready.
Yeah.
So I walked in, grabbed a quick little basket. Actually, I didn't even grab a basket.
Because you just knew I'm only coming for...
Yeah, I'm like, all right, I could carry this all by myself and then put it in a bag when I check out.
Yeah.
So I walk in, do my thing. Boom, 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 boom. Done. I'm in and out of there 2 minutes. And then, like everything's self-checkout now. Yeah. Besides like one line. So I get to the self-checkout. And there's a guy in front of me, and then me, and then a guy behind me. But we're all waiting for a register. They're all taken. So then the guy in front of me, he's waiting for an open register. This lady walks away, but her screen is still on the thing. So he's standing there waiting, like thinking she's probably gonna come back and like
finish her transaction.
Yeah, do it. But she just left, and she never came back. So then the dude that was behind me, he had just walked up. We weren't even waiting there like a minute, and right away, as soon as he walked up behind me, he's looking around. He's like, like fucking huffing and puffing, bro. And I'm just sitting there like shaking my head. I'm like, really, it's not that hard to fucking just sit here and wait.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, these people are buying their whole grocery cart and doing self checkout, but still,
like they have no other choice
yeah,
but to do that.
yeah. So then he like finally like gets frustrated and tells the guy in front of me, "Sir, sir," and the guy looks back and he's like, "Yeah," he's like, 12 is open," like all attitude, like pissed off, like number 12 is open. And he's like, "Oh, sorry," like the lady had her thing up, like he's just like, "Sorry."
Yeah.
And I'm just like shaking my head, smiling. And then the lady that was in front of me, like doing her checkout, whatever, she finishes up, and I go up, and then like I scan my stuff all quick, cause like I know what it's like to freaking wait.
Yeah.
Like yeah, get in there, get out, boom. So I'm like, put in my stuff, I'm putting in my card, and then the guy that was in front of me, he gives the other guy attitude. He's all walking away because he finished up his thing. He's all, "Hey man, this one's open. If you're ready, come get it." And that guy's like, "Thanks." Walks up to it. I'm just like, fucking impatient jerk. So then after the store, I had to go to Papa Murphy's to go pick up a pizza. So I pull up to Papa Murphy's, and like, you know, that's a place where you just put in your order, they make it real quick, pick it up, take it and go.
Yeah.
And you bake your thing at home, whatever. But like they were slammed. Like there were like 10, 15 people in that little store.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't like being around a lot of people, so I I sit in the car for a minute. I'm like, all right, maybe like they'll get their pizza and yeah, they'll come out, whatever. And then like I start seeing people coming, like pulling up, and I'm like, all right, I better just get in there. So I go in there and I'm looking on the rack, like where they have the like orders for pickup, and I don't see our name on there. So I'm like, all right, they haven't got to it yet. I look at their counter and it's just piled with freaking tickets, dude. Like their whole counter.
Like 2 or 3 workers.
Yeah, there was 3. There was 2 people on the line and then 1 person taking orders. And then like when he was done, he'd hop on the line with them. But like you could just tell like they were kind of flustered, like, damn, we got all these people in here, and like, you know, so then on top of the people in there picking up, they have the online orders too.
Yeah.
So like I can understand they were busy, bro. Like, and there was this guy in there, another dude, fucking Kevin's. Kevin's were out this day, and he was like, he walked up to the counter. I guess he was waiting there for a minute. Obviously, you know, it's full.
Yeah.
So then he goes up to the counter and he's like looking around at like all the tickets. And the guy's like, what's the name on your order? And then he's like, blah, blah, blah. And then he walks back over to the wall, and then he's standing there like just like tapping his foot, looking around. Like he's real fidgety. Like, and I'm just watching him out of the corner of my eye. Like, this guy's going to try something. Yeah. So then a couple minutes go by, and then like he just keeps getting more and more frustrated. He's like looking at his phone, like he has a freaking little flip phone. Opens it, he looks at it, slams it closed. And then he walks up to the counter again, and he's looking around. He's like, like huffing and puffing, looking around. And I'm just like, dude, it's not gonna kill you to wait that long, bro. Yeah. Like
everyone else is waiting.
Yeah, it'll eventually come. So then a couple more minutes go by, and they're like making progress, dude. That they're killing it. They have all these pizzas that they gotta make in a small amount of time. So like, they're going as quick as they can. They got people coming in, they got orders coming in. So then this guy finally he gets up again. By this point, he was sitting on the floor like a little kid, like all mad. Jeez. And so he walks up to the counter again, and he's at this point reaching over the counter, digging through all their orders, and then he's like, "There it is," and slams it on the counter. He's like, it was under a freaking pile for 30 minutes, all mad. And the kid's like, what was your name on the order? And he said it again. He's like, all right, well, that's the next one I'm working on, sir. And like, he was apologetic about it. And he's like, yeah, I've been waiting for 35 minutes. I don't know. Like, just went off on the poor kid. Like, and so then they get him his pizza, and all he says is thanks. Storms out, all pissed off.
I can't stand people.
But I'm like, dude, don't go into their stuff. Those tickets that are coming through are not yours. Like,
yeah,
if they had a system going on, like, all right, we got these right here, go next.
It could be this type of pizza, so we're gonna knock all those out.
So yeah, he was just like digging through the whole thing, making a mess out of it, and finds his. And I'm just like, are you for real? So when he walked out, I just looked at him and I'm just like shaking my head. And so then I had ended up waiting there another like 5 minutes. But like all these people, came in and got their stuff. There's another part to it. It's this kid. There was this kid there with his grandpa. And his grandpa was there waiting for the pizza. And then the grandpa was at the counter like ordering or something. And the kid's sitting on the little bench next to me. It's like this little plastic rinky-dink bench. But he stands up and he's doing something like filling in his pockets, or I don't know what he was doing, but he stood up for a second and then he sat down, and when he sat down, he let a fart out. It was like me and him in the corner, like he was on the left side, and then I was like on the right, like, in that a little corner. And he farted and he looks over at me all embarrassed. He goes, excuse me. And I'm like, I just laughed and I'm like, I was like gonna ignore it, bro. Like, I didn't hear it. But then he said something. And so I was like, I just laughed at him and I was like, it's all right.
It happens to all of us.
And then he goes, he's sitting there all quiet for a second. He goes, it kind of just slipped out. And it made me laugh even more. And I go, it happens. It's all right. And then him and his grandpa left.
He's like, it was so funny. On that guy.
He was so embarrassed though, but I'm glad he said like, excuse me, or like
he didn't. Just
he was respectful, But like, if it was me, bro, I wouldn't have said shit. I would have just acted like it didn't happen.
I already did like one of our cousins.
Yeah,
she let out a fart one time, and she's like, "Ah, my throat."
Yeah.
Her throat farted. It wasn't her. It just a little toot.
It was so funny. I was like, that's what I needed. And then, so anyway, they leave, whatever. And then finally they get done making my order. So then the guy gives it to me. He's like, hey man, sorry about the wait. And like, I wasn't going to say nothing, but like, they just took all this shit from this dude.
Yeah.
And I was just like, don't worry, man. Like, it happens, bro. Like, I was like, you guys are kicking ass. And like, usually I'm not the type of person to say something like that. Like, but like, I just wanted to be verbal and be like, you know what? I appreciate you. It don't matter. Like, if you're slammed.
A couple minutes.
Yeah, I was like, you guys are kicking ass. And like, you could tell, like, he's just like, man, thank you. He's all, thanks for that, man.
Rejuvenation.
Yeah, like, you could just see he went back to work fucking killing the game. All right, guys, let's get this done. Flipping them, tossing pepperonis and shit on there.
Yeah, I mean, like, nowadays people do not have patience for anything.
Dude, I'm like, is it gonna kill you to have a fucking heart for people? Like,
no, because humans are selfish.
I can't stand it, bro. Like, why do you gotta be so shitty to people you don't know?
Yeah.
You don't know their daily struggles. You don't know what they're dealing with. You don't know if they were having a bad day at work already, and then here you are.
Yeah, or they found out some shitty news before they had to start work, and like, still put on like a fake smile.
Exactly, dude. I'm just like.
But if the shoe was on the other foot, they would want people to have compassion for them, but they don't show the same. They don't reciprocate the same energy.
Yeah, I came home and I was pissed off. I was like, dude, you should have seen how this guy was acting to these people. Like, this just is simply not that hard to have a fucking heart for other people. It shouldn't be that hard, at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the message of the week. Don't be a fucking dickhead and be impatient. You never know what other people are going through. You don't know their daily struggles. You don't know. It's like I'm all going off. But for real though, just have a fucking heart for other people.
Yeah.
Especially now, bro. Like
now more than ever.
Yeah. Like it's just this world's already fucked. Why keep fucking it?
Yeah, or why keep
Does that make sense?
Worse? Yeah. You're just making it worse by being a dickhead. Have
exactly,
some patience,
dude.
Have some compassion.
Compassion, that's the word. Compassion.
Yeah.
You're allowed to be fucking compassionate to other people. I'll get in your ear right now, and I will tell you to be compassionate.
Watch, that's gonna scare me when I start editing.
I know.
Oh shit. But I agree. I agree with that. I can't really talk too much about my week.
That was a highlight of my week, yeah. Honestly. I was like, I'm gonna save that to talk about it.
Dude tooted in front of me.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, I mean, other than that, it's been a alright week.
Must be because I really didn't talk to you much this week.
I know. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
This week I didn't talk to nobody, bro. I was like, even Lex's brother was texting me, and I feel like shit because I never respond to people, or I see it late, and I'm just like, there's just points like I look at my phone and I just don't have the energy to like even do anything.
Yeah.
Besides, scroll on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alabama.
Yeah, that one. I don't know what I just said.
Alabama in the blender. Shout out to my boy Daniel. Is it McMullen?
Something.
I need a fact check.
Oh, well, something.
I think it's Daniel McMullen.
Let's see. It's Daniel McMuffin. Hold on.
Sorry, guys. She had to clear the hub.
It's like McCoin. Daniel McCoin.
Oh.
McCoin.
All right. Shout out to Daniel McCoin on TikTok.
And Terry
If you guys don't know who he is, check him out. He's a little throw the eggs in a pot.
Yeah.
Oh. Throw the potatoes in the pan.
Yeah. Put some pink salt in the bowl.
I like people make fun of like how he talks. Like,
yeah.
Obviously he has like a speech impediment, but I think it adds character, and I think it makes him more like
rememberable.
Yeah, like he just like he's remarkable. It's like, but no, he just has like a funny sense of humor, and like he just goes with it. He don't care what other people think. But then he goes live with Terry Joe.
I love her.
Oh, they're so great together. You and Randy.
Oh, when she calls him motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, if y'all are big on TikTok, go check them out. Check me out too. Actually, mine. No, I'm just kidding. I don't make TikToks.
I don't either.
I feel like I should. I would blow up on there.
Dude, the ones that you've posted, they did pretty good.
I mean, they did decent. They did all right. Only like 1.5. 1.5 mil.
Whatever. We have a TikTok. We just don't use it.
Should I start posting on there? Like, hey, I want to do the ceiling challenge. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Or like they tape their phone to the ceiling and then they start shaking their ass and like dancing to the song. What? It's like a POV of like a twerk video.
So you want people to see you twerk?
Hell yeah! See this thing moving. Those fucking buttered up biscuits.
Ew. Anyway. Want to get into
No, wait. There's one thing I want to talk about real quick.
Okay.
Rockstar just confirmed
I saw
December 5th or 6th. I might be fucking tripping.
Fact check it.
I think it's 5th. December 5th.
I think it is the 5th.
To drop their first trailer for GTA 6. I'm telling y'all right now, mark my words. This is going to be a big event in gaming history, and what is it,
Pop culture.
pop culture itself. Like, people have waited over 10 years for a new GTA, bro.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see it.
Dude, I was playing GTA 5 as a 13-year-old kid.
Now you're a father.
Now I'm a father of 4.
Something. No, I'm
a grandma.
excited to see it. I'm a grandmother. So it's the end of the year. It's the end of the year, and Spotify released their what is it? Like the wrap up?
Yeah, they're like 2023 wrapped.
Yeah. So we're gonna go over it's the top 5 artists and the top 5 songs and the top genre that you listened to this year. So we're just gonna do ours really quick.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all care, please care.
Hey, I think we got good music taste.
We do. But also, some people don't like my music taste, which is fine. Everyone's entitled to their own musical. Oh my god. Anyway, they're what was I saying?
Entitled to listen to whatever they want.
Oh yeah, they're entitled to whatever they're musically inclined to.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yep.
Are you starting or me?
I'll do it first. Are we doing from 5 to 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 5 top artist was Bad Bunny.
I was like, who?
My number 4 was the Mallow Man. I don't even know who that is. I think it's just because one song just constantly plays, so it was like my top.
Oh, I know what it is.
Number 3 was Jelly Roll.
Ooh, that's respectable.
Number 2 was NF.
Okay.
Number 1 was Russ.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, what about yours?
All right, my number 5, which I don't get it, bro, because I really okay, I kind of get this more than my number 4. But my number 5 is Eminem.
Okay.
My number 4 is Sam Smith. Definitely not because I listen to their new music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like their new music.
Yeah.
But their old stuff,
very
A1.
Good.
A lot of passion behind their lyrics.
I agree.
So yeah, that's my number 4. My number 3, Jelly Roll.
Okay.
He both made our number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Love him. And then my number 2 is Ali Gotti. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know if he goes by Ali Gotti or Ali Gatti, but I'm pretty sure it's Ali Gotti.
Mm-hmm.
Bangers. If you're a fan of Russ, I recommend Ali.
Yeah, they sound very similar.
He has a lot of he's more like I feel like he's like a Posty / Russ type vibe, like just like real chill, kind of like heartbreak songs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, bro. I'm so into
breakup songs.
Yeah, like breakup songs. Like, this bitch broke my heart, but she really didn't. Like, I just like hearing other people's sadness. Yeah,
I like hearing other people's sadness.
And then my number 1, obviously, Russ.
What more needs to be said?
Yeah, number 1 fan. It's pretty close.
Weren't you last year? Weren't you in his top the top
0.0001?
Yeah,
I got the same thing this year.
I don't know about what rank I did for him. Now the top songs. I'm kind of embarrassed by this one, by 2 of them on my list, but whatevs.
So if you're happy, and you know it.
Is Mine, but the Glee version of the Taylor Swift song Mine.
I don't know that song.
I won't sing it for you, but I love it.
For you. That's right. It's okay.
Number 4 was "Give Me Love" by Russ.
Give me love, give me love, give me love.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Number 3 was "When I See You" by Fantasia.
When I see you,
looking at your picture in the mirror.
Banger.
Number 2 was "People" by LaBianca.
We're just ordinary people.
John Legend.
Oh. By who? Bianca?
Libyanka.
Libanonka.
No. It's like, I've been drinking more alcohol for
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that song. That's a banger. It's like a nice little vibe to it. Yeah.
Like an island vibe.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But a vibe. I said it like that. And I already called my number one back when we did spooky season. Do you remember?
Oh, Grim Grinning Ghouls.
Ghosts.
Oh, yes. Grim Grinning Ghosts.
Yeah. I don't know if there was a way to like see how many times you played it, because I'm sure it was well over 200 times.
I feel like there was.
I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. I listened to 35,003 minutes total.
Okay.
And my top genre was pop.
All right. That's respectable.
What about yours?
My number 5 is 315 by Russ.
Mm-hmm.
Very good song. Very good song. Listen to it. Number 4 is All Comes Back to You by Ali Gotti.
Oh.
Also, very good song. Very good song. Number 3 is The Lost by Jelly Roll. Banger. It's like it got like a little country like you know, like just kind of like a
subtle.
It's kind of like you feel like a badass listening to that one. He's saying like I'm better with the people that are lost than the people that are found. You know, I fit in right there. Like, my number 2 is Need a Favor by Jelly Roll.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one, because he's talking about like he believes in God, and he believes, you know, like there's a higher power and stuff, but like he don't go to church all the time and stuff. Like he's saying like I only talk to him when I need a favor, and like, you know, who am I to expect somebody like that to answer my prayers? Like, I don't know. It's kind of a deep song once you like
really listen to it.
Yeah, like once you get into it. Yeah, it's a good one.
I like it.
And then number 1 is a cover song. Yeah, it's a Fall For You, covered by Russ.
Oh, okay.
Bro, if y'all haven't heard this song, like Russ puts his own like little spin on it, like he adds his he gets his vocals on it. Mm-hmm. Like he gets into it. It's pretty good. My minutes listened is 63,785. Dang. I feel like there's people out there with way more.
Oh yeah, probably.
And then my top genre is also pop. Did you get like it gives you like a little like card of like what you are, like what you're listening?
Yeah, it was like a vampire.
You got the vampire too? Yeah, I got the vampire. It says, when it comes to your listening, you like to embrace a little ... darkness. You listen to emotional, atmospheric music more than most.
I agree.
That's funny that me and you got the same thing. Lex got like a hypnotist or something like that. Yeah, I don't know what the whole thing behind it was. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what she got.
And then my top podcasts were at number 5, The Basement Yard.
Banger, that they have a good one.
I love them. They're so funny.
Yeah.
Number 4 was Predators I've Caught with Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen has a pod?
Yeah. Like, you remember when they would like pretend to be like little kids and then meet up with nasty ass old men?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So like every episode is like them going over like one of their like biggest cases and like what went on during it and like what's going on now.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Number 3 is They Walk Among America. I like my true crime podcasts.
Oh, I thought it was like about like
people walking.
Yeah.
No. It's like yeah, just like different true crime cases that happen like in America pretty much. It sounds like boring, but it's very, very good. Number 2 is They Walk Among Us, UK. They Walk Among Us, the UK version was like the first version of it, and then like They Walk Among America is like their spin-off. And then my number 1 is Case File True Crime. I love my true crime. I literally listen to true crime podcasts while I'm taking a shower. Like,
yeah,
I don't listen to music or like.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, to each their own, you know.
Yeah. And
it's not too much my forte. Like I get into it a little bit.
Like I said, I eventually want to do like, you guys were talking, you and Lex were talking about possibly doing like a relationship based podcast or something like that in the future.
Yeah.
So if you guys do that, then I'm gonna do a true crime podcast.
Oh, we're gonna have a spin-off?
Yeah.
Damn.
Series.
Grams Porch spin-offs.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Not like anytime soon, but like near future.
Yeah, like in the future, yeah. We'll spread our wings and fly out with it.
Yep.
So that was all your top 5s?
Yeah.
Alright, my top 5, or my number 5 in podcast was Monsters Among Us.
I like that one.
That's that one where like they call in, people call into this hotline and talk about their paranormal experiences and stuff like that. It's a cool podcast. Check it out. Mm-hmm. Number 4 is The Sesh. You made fun of me. You're like, why do you have a girls podcast now? I'm like, I don't know.
No, you didn't.
They talk about like some interesting stuff. Like
you said, it's not a girls podcast. It's Kendall Wright.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's her podcast separate from her and her husband's, and they just talk about like I don't know. They just talk about random shit, and then like they do like, "Am I the asshole?" Blah blah blah. Like, yeah, they're pretty funny. And then number 3 is The Basement Yard. Bangers, obviously. Great people. Number 2 is the Low Priori podcast. The host of that show is friends with the guys from Basement Yard. Yeah. But it's like a pod with him and his brothers. They're pretty funny. You don't really care for them, but yeah, I think they're funny. Lie.
They're not like they're funny, but I don't know. I just can't listen to that.
And then my number 1 is my cousin's podcast. I don't know. I don't even know if he knows about this one.
Probably not, because we've kept this very like.
Yeah.
Well, ouch. Thank you.
Bless you. You didn't even get to say it.
Excuse me.
You didn't even get to say it yet.
Thank you.
You gotta leave that in.
Yeah. I'm high again. But
keep that in post.
We kept our podcast pretty low key. I think it's time to like let people know.
Yeah.
But go back to yours.
Yeah, it's number 1 is my cousins, because I've listened to all theirs so far. They're like 30, 31 episodes in. But yeah, yep, that's my top 5.
Did you even say what it was? Or you just said it was your cousin?
Oh, it's called Bullshitting with the Boys. It's spelled a little different. It's BULL. I can't even fucking read.
They really misspelled
I know. Well, it's because I have this stupid ass thing on my phone. I have like this black dot, so I can't see like all the letters of how they spelled it.
Get the hell back.
But yeah, anyway, it's called Bullshitting with the Boys. And then I've listened so far. Because honestly, like Spotify Wrapped is only from January to October.
Yeah.
November and December don't count in your whole year wrapped up. But I mean, so far this year, I've listened. Alright, it says that I've listened to 6,766 minutes of podcasts.
Mine was way more.
Oh my god.
16,481 minutes.
Oh, yours isn't that bad. Mine was 16,766.
Oh, 17? Or 7?
No, 16,766.
Okay, the first time I heard you, I just heard 6,000.
Oh.
Not 16.
Yeah, we're both in 16.
Yeah.
We're 16 girls.
Yeah. Sometimes I kind of just preferred podcast over music.
That's how I am at work, bro. I'd rather listen to people talking than like there's like every now and then, like if I'm unloading a truck or like gonna be moving a lot of stuff around, then I'll throw on my music.
Yeah.
But if I'm like doing my regular thing, I'll just listen to a podcast.
That's how I am. I shower and listen to a podcast. I'll do like dishes and listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I prefer podcasts.
So that wraps it up for our wrapped up Spotify 2023 list.
And I'm sure people are like, oh, so you weren't even in your own top podcasts?
True, yeah.
You gotta remember, we've only been doing this since August, so I feel like, next year, it better be in the top 5.
Yeah.
So before we start talking about, like, what kind of the main topic of this episode is, because we are into the holiday season, that's what this episode is based on, and will be based on, for the month of December. There's, like, holiday vibes. Somehow. But, we just want to take a moment to say that we know that the holiday season is probably the toughest mentally for a lot of people out there for various reasons. So we just want to say that if you're feeling some kind of way, not
mentally, emotionally.
Yeah.
You're not feeling yourself.
Yeah. That there is a lifeline that you could call to speak to a professional. If you live in the US, dial 988 for just a lifeline to talk to someone. And if you look in the show notes, I linked lifelines in the US, the UK, Canada, I believe New Zealand, everywhere that I could find. You could click on the link and it'll take you to where you could reach out to someone and talk to someone. Just know that you're never alone.
Yeah. Or even if you want to reach out to us.
Yeah.
Reach out to us. We'll talk to you.
Yeah, you could send us an email at gramsporchpod@gmail.com, or you could DM us on Instagram at gramsporch. And, we're not professionals, but sometimes all someone needs is just
a person to talk to.
Yeah.
And someone to vent to. Someone to get their mind off things.
Yeah.
And I'd be that person for you.
I would too. So, yeah. If you're feeling a certain type of way this holiday season, look in the show notes for those links, or dial 988 if you live in the US for some help. Or like we said, you could totally reach out to us on DMs and, we're here to listen and to just give you a listening ear. So today's episode, we, that we're music lovers over here and movie lovers, so we compiled a list of our top 10 favorite Christmas songs and favorite Christmas movies.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna start from 10 to 1. 10 being like on the totem pole, and number 1 being like
elite. Our favorite number 1, yeah.
So you could start the list off.
Are you ready to jingle your bells?
if you know that, can you put a jingle bell in the comments?
Alright, we are starting with drumroll top 10 songs. My number 10 is This Christmas by Chris Breezy.
Same.
That's your 10?
Yeah,
that's 10. Funny.
It's an underrated song.
It is, bro. I don't know why people hate on it. Do people hate on it? I don't know if they do, actually. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think it's very, talked about.
It's not. And it's not on the radio a lot, either.
Which it should be.
Yeah, it's a really good song.
It is.
A lot of good Christmas vibes and...
holiday cheer.
Yeah. Right, so that was like number 10.
Mm-hmm.
My number 9 is Here Comes Santa Claus by Elvis. It's a classic. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. You know, it goes hard. And of course, by my boy Elvis.
Yeah.
I'm getting him tatted on me next year.
Yeah, you
Mark
should
my
know.
words.
Elvis is one of Anthony's. I don't know why that wasn't in your top 5 as like your favorite artist on the wrap up.
Dude, I'm saying I listened to Elvis so much this year.
Yeah. My number 9 was Mary Did You Know? The Pentatonics version.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
They add a lot of emotion to that song.
Yeah.
It's already like an emotional song. Like
just their voices.
And just like their harmonies. Like, na, 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 na.
Their harmonies are beautiful.
Dude, especially, alright, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. But the girl, I don't know her name.
She's beautiful.
And her voice is too.
Yeah. I agree. There's nothing wrong with saying that.
Have you met my girlfriend?
Many times.
She will beat me.
Whatever. Your number 8?
Oh, my number 8 is White Christmas by Bing Crosby.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know why that wasn't on mine, but I do like that song. My number 8 was Where Are You Christmas by Faith Hill.
Dang, I didn't even think of that song.
Christmas. Such a good song.
It is a good song.
Okay, number 7.
My number 7 is The Christmas Song by Nat King Cole.
Oh.
It's like it's not Christmas until you listen to that,
Yeah.
and then it just adds like that whole like
that
not like nostalgic, but like a vintage like Christmas feel
like we're
like just looking outside and like seeing the mountains, the snow, and like just the soft little gentle light from the street.
And honestly, when I think of that song, I think of like when we got like a really, really bad blizzard here in Denver, and like we all just like, because all of the power got knocked out in our houses, and our Nana had a fireplace at her house, so I just remember like it took us forever to get to her house, and we literally lived like less than 5 minutes away from her at that time.
Yeah.
And so we like trekked through the fucking streets. You were just a little lad, and like everyone just like congregated to Nana's house because we knew she had the fireplace, so she could keep the house warm, and we could cook stuff. Like when I think of that song, I think back to that time.
Dang, I wish I remembered it.
So I don't know why it didn't like last. Like it didn't land on mine.
It didn't land on your.
No. My number 7 was Santa Baby by Eartha Kitt. Santa Baby.
Bro, I always thought that was Marilyn Monroe.
No. I honestly, not gonna lie, I thought that too, but no, it's Eartha Kitt.
Yeah, I didn't know that was her.
And if you don't know who she is, she played Madame Zeroni in Holes.
There's a lot of people out there that have never seen that movie either.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so disappointed because my girlfriend is one of them.
We still have to watch that.
Such a good movie,
and she played,
bro.
I don't know her character. Maybe they know from The Emperor's Got...
Isn't it like...
New Groove or something? She's like the...
Yzma?
Yeah.
Isn't that Yzma or something like that?
That's Eartha Kitt.
Oh. So yeah, I always thought it was Marilyn.
I think there is a version by her, because there's a version by Madonna as well. By Madonna.
By Madonna?
Yeah. There's a version of her.
Huh.
Number 6.
Mi número 6 is Last Christmas.
By who?
Wham!
Okay.
That's who it is.
There's a couple versions of that song, too. My number 6 was... I know this is technically not Christmas, but it's Christmas to me. The Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler. I love that song.
It is a good song. I didn't even think about putting that on the list.
Yeah. Number 5.
Number 5 for me is Silent Night by CeeLo Green.
Oh.
Bro, the way he sings it, people shit on CeeLo for what?
If you haven't listened to his Christmas, I don't even know if it's a full album or he just
Oh, it
has
is. It's a
couple
full
songs.
album.
Listen to it this holiday season.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You see, he just, like, his voice is already so unique.
Yeah.
But then he just adds, like, soul into this.
I agree. Yeah, it's really
Especially
good.
Silent Night, bro. That's one of my favorite. I'm gonna just say it right now. That's one of my favorite Christmas songs.
Mm.
And I feel like the way he sings it is just like,
He elevated.
yeah, it just takes it to a new level.
My number 5 was the Chipmunk song.
I didn't even think about that one either. Christmas. That one?
Time is here.
Yeah. What are we on, number 4?
Number 4.
My number 4 is Christmas Shoes.
Ooh.
I don't know who it's by, though. I put IDK
New
as the
song.
artist. New song?
Yeah.
I thought it was Luther Vandross.
No. Luther Vandross. No. But let's not get into it because it's on my list somewhere. So when we get that, then we could talk about it.
All right.
Mine was "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree" by Brenda Lee.
That one's a good one.
I don't know how old the song is, but Brenda Lee is 90 years old, and she just released a video for it for the first time.
Oh my god!
And she made that song when she was like 13 years old.
Coming in at my number 3 is "I'll Be Home for Christmas" by the Rascal Flatts.
That was a good one.
You already know that had to be in my top 3. That's one of my favorite songs ever.
Again,
I listen to it throughout the whole year. I don't give a fuck.
It is a good one. I don't know why it didn't end up in mine. My number 3 is "The Christmas Song" by Nat King Cole.
Did I have that song? No, I didn't.
The good one. Chestnuts roasting.
Wait, the Christmas song?
Yeah.
Oh, I did have that one. By Nat King?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did have that one.
Mm-hmm. Number 2.
Number 2, obviously, is "Blue Christmas" by Elvis Presley.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's such a good song.
So my number 2 was "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas" by Judy Garland.
Judy Garfield. I love her.
That song, like, her version is just so underrated. She's so underrated. Like, she had such, like, a sad life.
She did.
I seen some, like, facts about, like, what happened to her, like, during the filming of Wizard of Oz and stuff.
Yeah.
It's sad. But we're not gonna.
Bro, it's sad. That's just how they treated people
Yeah.
back then, dude. Like,
especially girls.
yeah. In Hollywood.
Yeah. We could do a whole topic of that.
Yeah.
And your number 1?
My number 1 is "Mary Did You Know" by Jordan Smith.
Oh.
He's not the original.
He's a cover artist.
Yeah, he did a cover of that song.
But his version,
dude, this
voice,
song will bring you to tears.
It will.
And his voice and the choir in it, it's just the whole piece as one.
Beautiful.
Yeah. If y'all haven't heard that song, listen to that song. That is one song Christmas song at least, I would recommend.
And my number 1 was "The Christmas Shoes."
Of course, I knew it.
But
you want to be me so bad.
Whatever. Like on rankings, like online, they actually say that that's the worst Christmas song ever made.
What?
Yeah, like on a lot of different.
What?
They ranked it like the worst, and I think it's because like the subject matter of the song.
It's touchy, but still, it's also touching.
It's beautiful at the same time.
Yeah.
So like, if you haven't listened to it, please. Like literally every time I hear it, it don't matter how many times I've heard it, I literally cry every single time. But it's like a little boy that is poor and he's like in a store trying to buy his mom shoes on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And he waits in a long line and finally he makes it to the front and they tell him the total, and he's like, I don't have enough money.
Mm-hmm.
So he's talking to the man behind him, like, the reason why he wants to give his mom these shoes, and it's because she, like, has a terminal illness, and they know, like,
Yeah.
she's at the end of her life, and he just wants her to be beautiful when she goes to heaven, because, like, throughout his whole life, like, she went without every Christmas so that her kids could have.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I think that song shows, like, love and compassion, because it was, like, from the perspective of, like, the man, and he's like, I'm not even in the mood for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's how a lot of people feel. Like we said at the beginning, like, this is, like, the worst time of year for people to feel depression and stuff. Like,
yeah,
it's more common.
Oh yeah, seasonal depression is a thing, bro.
Yeah,
it is a thing.
So it's like, it shines light on that. Like, I'm not even in the Christmas mood, but here I am.
Here's a little jingle. Damn cat.
Yeah, you already know there's Nala in the background, but
yeah.
I just think the song is beautiful from that perspective, like, to show, like, I'm feeling depressed, but I'm having compassion for someone else that is facing something that's, it's not that it takes away from, like, their problems or their issues, but, like, to put yourself, like, number two and, like, help someone like, fulfill what they need to fulfill. Like, I don't know, I think it's
that goes with what I was saying earlier, is just having compassion for other people and their situation. Like,
yeah, not to take away from, like, your issues or what you're going through, but someone just might need that help a little bit more right now, and to show compassion to someone else, like, that could actually help, like, fulfill you. Like, wow, I didn't know that helping this person would actually make me feel so good.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know, like, it comes back to you tenfold. But yeah, that's my favorite Christmas song.
That's a good one.
If you haven't listened to it, please give it a shot. All right, our favorite Christmas movies. I'll start. Number 10, Christmas with the Cranks.
That is a good one. We just started watching it the other day, but the other day I wasn't in the Christmas spirit, so I didn't want to watch it.
Maybe, like, give it a try this weekend.
Yeah, I was like, maybe when we're closer to Christmas.
Yeah.
Because when we watched it was before Thanksgiving. I was like, can we get there first, and then we could start watching Christmas stuff?
Yeah.
I wasn't in the mood to watch it. But it is a good movie.
Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. Ooh, yep. Jamie Lee. Come to me, baby.
Anyway, what's yours?
My number 10 is Rudolph.
Okay.
I like the little throwback classics, like
1960s or
yeah,
70s.
Like the OG, little stop motion. Yeah, I like those, like, little. I like the style of the animation back then. It was cool.
Mine was A Year Without a Santa Claus. It's the same, like, stop motion.
Oh, with the Heat Miser and
yeah. And the Santa has, like, ginger hair.
Oh, he's like a kid, right?
Yeah.
Not a kid, but he's like young.
Yeah, young dude.
Young man.
Mm-hmm.
Young little stud.
Kind of like a elf, like how he was adopted by elves. Like Santa was adopted by, like, Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
My number 9 is This Christmas.
Mm-hmm. So
I love that, bro. Like, it's such a good movie.
I mean, not song, movie, but yes.
Oh, I forgot that song is. It's from that. Yeah. But it's like a solid cast. Like
Loretta Devine, Chris Brown, Lauren London.
Who else? Idris Elba's in it.
Yeah. Columbus Short. I know I'm missing, like, 2 of the sisters. Oh, Regina King, I think is her name.
Yeah, she's in it.
I can't think of the last sister.
It's a solid lineup, though, for sure. It's a touching movie too, like,
because, like, they're all going through, like, I feel like they're all going through their own issues and stuff that their family didn't know about. It's good. If you haven't watched it, watch it. My number 8 was Jingle All the Way
Ooh, that didn't even make it on my top 10.
with Arnold.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
I like the little superhero guy.
Um.
Is his name like Christopher Columbus?
Oh no.
The Crimson Chin.
He did have.
It's like certain. It's like something man. Crimson Man.
Oh, Turbo Man.
Turbo Man. I knew it was something with the man.
Yeah.
You're like a Turbo Man. That was my Arnold. That was my Arnold impression.
Your number 8.
My number 8 is A Christmas Carol.
The Disney version?
Yeah. The one with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I feel like when I first seen it, I was so young. Like I was young, yeah, and it scared me. But like as like an adult or like older person, I don't consider myself an adult.
Yeah. I'm still a kid.
Yeah. At heart.
Yeah.
But like watching it as I'm older, I feel like the animation was kind of like ahead of its time. Like they did like all the facial tracking and all that. So
that's what Dad said. He's like, man, that looks so real.
Yeah, like, it looks realistic.
Now it would look even realer.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the animation style of it, and obviously Jim Carrey, he performs with anything he does. Mm-hmm. Even in an animated cartoon, he still like could play these characters. Like he plays multiple characters in this movie. But yeah, it's a good movie.
And yeah, if you got cable in this day and age, they're having the 25 Days of Christmas on Freeform. So like, they just play nothing but Christmas movies and stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's on it. I watched it today.
I haven't had the chance to watch it yet.
My number 7 was This Christmas.
Banger.
I said what I needed to say about that one. Number 7.
My number 7 is I'm throwing a little doozy in here.
Okay.
Friday After Next.
Hey, it's Christmas time.
It is. It's a Christmas time. Yeah. Is it a Christmas movie? Probably not, but it takes place during Christmas.
Yeah.
And Christmas is a big part of the plot, so I'm saying it's a Christmas movie. It's just a classic comedy, especially a Christmas comedy.
Yeah, you got Ice Cube, Mike Epps,
Mike
Cat
Jones, Tyrese Gibson's in it.
I was like, wait, he is?
No,
he's not. That is a good one. Number 6 for me is Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights.
That's a good movie too.
I feel like a lot of people don't know about it, but he's Jewish, but I don't know. Like obviously it takes place around Christmas. Like it's very Christmas themed.
Yeah.
So underrated. He plays like a couple.
It's an animated movie.
Yeah, and it's an animated movie. If you got Tubi, it's free, so you should just download it. Mm-hmm. I'm over here shouting out all these things.
Yeah.
But hey, I want people to see it. It's on Tubi, literally for free. You just download it on your phone, your iPad, whatever, and it's on there. Like, watch it. It's funny.
Yeah, it is. They got some like really cool little characters in there.
He still keeps like his squad in the movie.
Yeah. Well, that's why I love Adam Sandler. I think we've talked about him before, but like he has his clique, and he's like,
yeah, no matter what kind of movie I'm doing, like they're all gonna be in it.
Yeah,
they're in the animated movie too.
My number 6 is the Santa Claus 2.
Oh.
Number 2. I like number 2 because I like the villain in it. Like the
Jack Frost.
No, that's number 3. Number 2 is when he makes the Santa toy and then he gets big and he starts becoming evil and stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think that movie's really funny. And I like the Santa Claus movies.
I agree, because that was my number 5, but the first one, the Santa Claus.
Number 5?
Yeah.
That's mine. The first one. The first Santa Claus is my number 5.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously the OG has to go
But
higher than the sequel.
I agree.
Unless it's like a super solid sequel,
I just like watching
then
like those movies like now as an adult because like it came out I think in like the 90s, like
yeah.
literally like probably 1990.
Mm.
But like listening to them now as an adult, like they have a lot of like adult like
Yeah,
comedy
but
in a kids movie.
we were just saying that because we watched the first one the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and me and Lex are sitting there just like, oh my god, that's in that's in a kids movie. Like we
Yeah,
never noticed this as kids. I like watching movies like that where like you watch it as a kid and it's like all innocent or whatever, but
yeah.
then
But then you get
like
older,
you
you're
watch
like,
it when
oh,
you're older and like, oh shit, like
yeah, it wasn't so innocent actually.
yeah. I like catching stuff like that in movies now.
So that was your number five.
Yeah, that was my number five.
My number four, Polar Express. Tom
Ooh.
Hanks, the goat. He plays several characters in that movie, and
Bro, I didn't even know he played the kid in that movie.
yeah. So it was pretty much just Tom Hanks throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Um, but I heard that they're making like an origin story of the conductor from
I'd
the
watch
movie.
that. I'd watch the shit out of that.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be filmed like face tracking and all that. Like,
Mm. That's how they did it in the OG too,
yeah,
or in the Polar Express.
yeah.
That they did that face tracking too.
So if they come out with it, I'm definitely gonna be watching it.
Oh yeah. My number four is Home Alone 2.
I do like that one.
Just got this, it got this nice New York. Like the New York Christmas it hits different than like,
Anywhere else
yeah. It's just like, damn, I really like. That's one place you want to be for Christmas.
back then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
So
don't know
much
about
now.
now. Yeah, I don't know about now for me. But like a couple years ago, me would have been like, hell yeah, I want to go to New York for
Because I want to
Christmas.
go to that freaking toy store.
Yeah,
It looked cool.
the adult toy store. Did you know that? I
Anyway,
think they have like a sex museum in New York or something like that.
I did hear about that.
Hmm.
Or is it in Vegas?
I don't know, but I would go.
Yeah.
Like, when was sex invented? From the
I
beginning of
want to know
time?
how sex was invented, not when. Like,
How it
did you
was? Like,
just,
how'd you figure it out?
Yeah, how did you just decide, I'm going to slip this here?
I don't know. I don't think this
We're off
is.
subject. But my number three was Home Alone, the OG. He's like
Number
Macaulay
three?
Culkin. Can we just say, because we didn't do Hot Topics this week because we did
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
Spotify wrap. But today is December 1st that we're recording this. And Macaulay Culkin got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today.
Mm.
And it's just like so, like, I don't know, just makes you feel like the speech that he gave when he like did his acceptance, and Catherine, I think her name's Catherine O'Hara.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine O'Hara, who played his mom in Home Alone, was there to like do a speech for him and stuff, and like he still was like, when he went on after her, he was like, "Thanks, mom," and
That's
like
funny.
he's with Brenda Song, London Tipton,
Mm.
and they got two little boys together, and like just to hear him like tell her like, "I'm like so thankful for you, like you gave me like a family, and like you gave me hope, and like you're one of my three favorite people in the whole world," and stuff. Like just to see him like, because I heard, you hear stuff about his childhood and like how it was filming that movie, and
Yeah.
like growing up in Hollywood, and like to see him just like thriving and like being just so happy.
Yeah, because he hit like a rock bottom too,
Yeah.
right?
So to see
Like
him
not too long ago either.
Yeah. So to see him like with I think they're married low key.
Mm.
But like with the wife and two little boys, like finally getting like the flowers that I think he's deserved for a long time.
Yeah.
That's getting
many,
off the
many
subject,
years later.
but like, hey, gotta give Macaulay Culkin his flowers because he's given us some like really great movies to like look back on childhood.
Yeah. It was funny you say that because number 3 is Home Alone.
Yeah.
That's my number 3 as well.
And there's like a lot more Home Alones. I low key I like the third one too.
With the new kid.
With like Alex D. Lince, I think is his name.
Yo,
I really liked that one. I like 1, 2, and 3. The ones after I think are trash.
I know. Didn't they made like 4 and then
I think
like a
a new
reboot?
one just came out like last
Yeah,
year.
that new reboot one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But no,
bro, why fuck with the original?
Low key, the
I
third
hate
one
it.
is good.
Third one's alright. I've watched it a couple times, but I prefer the first 2.
Yeah, me too. But if the third one's on TV, I'm not gonna change it. I'll watch
But you know what? If the third one's on the TV, I'm changing it.
it. Whatever. The number 2 for me is The Grinch.
What?
Yeah.
That didn't even make my top 10.
Seriously?
I hate the Grinch.
No way. Are you being for real?
No.
Oh. Is it the same?
No.
Oh.
That was your number 2?
Yeah. We just tried watching it with Eliana during dinner, and like it was alright for a while, and then she just got all freaked out, and like we had to turn it off. And then
I think the part that freaked her out was when he's like, the Grinch. And like it gets all close in on his face. I think that's what scared her because she's like, ah.
So I turned it off, and then we tried the
animated
one, and she got scared during that.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, are you serious? You sat here watched The Nun?
But
not that she sat there and watched it, but like
Yeah.
when we were watching it, she peeked in the room and like was watching like a
for a
scary
minute.
part. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Get out of here.
I'll try next year with The Grinch for her, but that's like one of his like best movies in my opinion.
In my opinion, that's his best movie.
Okay, I'll have to agree. Yeah.
The character is just so iconic.
I heard there's supposed to be a second one. I don't know.
If he's not in it, I don't want to see it.
I honestly think that they did say that he would be in it.
Yeah. If he's in it, I'm there. I'll watch it.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see like the special effects makeup like now,
because
it was amazing back then. But like,
yeah,
I think it'd be sick.
They could take it
all
a step higher.
As long as they do like stuff like that and not like bullshit CGI.
Yeah, don't fucking use CGI for something you already did special effects for.
Yeah.
I just feel like a lot of companies now are too lazy to put in the time and effort to
do those kind
of No, I feel like personally it makes it look a lot like more realistic than a computer generated thing. Like that's how I know this is a little off subject, but like with the Lord of the Rings and like that whole trilogy, like the orcs and stuff, like they were all special effects makeup. Like there were people in the suits, with makeup on their face. But then by the time they got to The Hobbit, which takes place before the Lord of the Rings, but it came out after the Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
It's more recent than Lord of the Rings was. They use CGI for all the orcs. And I'm just like,
yeah, no.
Hey, yeah, you can make stuff look cooler with CGI, but I just feel like
you'd be taking a step backwards if you did that.
Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot more love you can put into it when you use special effects.
Yeah. And I think it shows like what kind of director you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're like, no, like we're gonna stick to the original, but we're still gonna make it our way.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's how I feel. Like if you did CGI, you'd be taking a step back because the Grinch is just like one of the most like iconic characters I think in movie history.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Your number 2?
My number 2 is Polar Express.
Can I just say, I don't know why I've been wanting hot chocolate, but that hot chocolate in the movie looks
oh my
so
god,
delicious.
It looks so good. It's just like
thick and creamy.
Yeah, and I don't even like hot chocolate that much.
Yeah, like we said, we're not big chocolate people, but like that hot chocolate looks so good.
Dude, yeah, it looks fire. I would love to try that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that movie's so good because like the whole point of it is like, there's this kid that don't believe in Santa, and then he gets this, opportunity to like experience it.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole point of him is like, you need to believe in it. Like,
And you're not too
Santa's,
like you're not too old to like still have belief in
yeah,
something.
yeah, like to having like an imagination, or
Yeah.
like there's nothing wrong with.
Because I feel like nowadays, like kids try to grow up too quick,
Dude,
and they don't know how to
yeah,
just stay a kid. I think that's kind of what like the movie means too. Like,
yeah,
don't be in such a rush to like grow up.
mm. Yeah. If I would have known that back in the day, I would have
Lived
been a
little
kid
longer.
forever.
Yeah.
But now I got to pay bills and shit.
Yeah. My number one. A Christmas Story.
Oh my god, I should have guessed it.
Yeah.
Of course. That didn't even make it in my top 10, and I'm being for real.
I know. Yeah, you hate that movie. I don't know why. I just like it because it's
you're the reason why.
Yeah, probably because like I don't know if it's like TBS or TNT. They show it for like a full 24 hours on starting on Christmas Eve. Like Christmas Eve evening is when they started. And that's all that plays for 24 hours on that channel, and I have to watch all 24 hours of it.
That is why I hate the movie.
I know.
Because for me, growing up, that was the most overplayed Christmas movie ever.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's just like nostalgic. Like I wasn't even alive during that. I think like Dad was a little boy when that movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
But like just to see like stuff that made him so happy like back then, like a fucking bowling ball and like a hot air balloon little like toy and a Red Ryder BB gun, like that made their like entire year.
Yeah.
And then like
nowadays kids want a new phone.
Have you seen like the TikTok trend? I know we're getting off subject, but of like parents showing like what their kids want on their Christmas list.
I've seen like a couple, yeah.
They have 9-year-olds asking for fucking Louis Vuitton hoodies and like.
Dude, I'm saying like these kids want designer clothes, like
$2,000 computer gaming system thing. And
that was on my list, but I knew I wasn't gonna get it.
Yeah.
But a man could dream, but these kids are for real.
Like the most expensive things, like, hello, do you see the way this economy is this year?
I know. Do you see we are all struggling here, kid? Why don't you get a job?
I've seen some people say like we're not even doing Christmas this year, or we're doing like the legit like basics of what we need: some new socks and new underwear, and maybe a couple snacks. Like, but then you have these kids just asking for like $900 hoodies and stuff. Like, ridiculous
for a freaking designer. But I never understood people that could wear designer clothes, like spend thousands of dollars on a hoodie for it to have like a little LV on it or a little Gucci symbol. Like, really?
And like that's how like how you judge someone. Like,
bro, you can give me billions of dollars and I would not dress in designer clothes.
I mean, I'd probably have a couple designer things here and there, but like when you look at it, sometimes it's like the ugliest shit. You're like, I don't know how you put that on.
It's just to be like, oh yeah, this is Gucci.
Yeah.
This is Louis, whatever. I don't even know my whole designer shit. I don't care about it.
Yeah. Like, I am content with some fucking Walmart graphic tees and some sweats. Like, I'm good. Like my thing,
I will be like Adam Sandler. I will not dress fancy. I will wear mismatched clothes.
Like I'm a shoe freak, but like I feel like as I grew up and like saw how much you have to work to like afford those things, like my love for shoes kind of went down.
Yeah, like oh my god.
Yeah, but like growing up, like I remember getting like a new pair of shoes like every week.
Yeah.
And having like the newest stuff and like, oh, that pair of shoes just came out like last week or whatever. Like, oh, Brooke has them and stuff. Like, that's what I lived for as a kid. But like now as an adult, it's like, no, I'm good with a $70 pair of freaking Vans or whatever. Like, yeah, I had those times where like I splurged to like buy me the Black Hat 4 Jordans.
Mm-hmm.
And those were a pretty penny, and like, but then I look at how much I spent on them, like that was a stupid decision. You know what I could have bought with that?
Yeah.
But
That's why it's hard for me to spend more than $100 on shoes. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
yeah,
For these things that I'm gonna wear my feet to get
messed up.
walking around messed up. Like
I'm still like I don't want to say anal, but like, I always keep like my shoes like clean, and but I'm not huge on like, oh my god, I creased them. Like, they're supposed to be worn. They're gonna be creased.
They're
but,
shoes, bro. Like,
yeah.
I hate dudes that walk around like all stiff footed. Like,
Oh, I'm not
oh
trying
no,
to get
I don't want
crease
to
in
crease
it.
my shoe.
They look like
Don't fucking wear shoes in it.
penguins.
Wear some socks. You won't get creases in those.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just hate people that care about their shoes so much.
I used to be one of them. Not like to that extent, but like just hate when like my shoes would get like stepped on or something.
Or like, yeah, like you would. I know you do it jokingly, but like I know people in high school, like you would like barely drop like a little drip of water on their shoes. Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Yeah.
On my new shoes. Fuck you and your shoes. How about that?
Yeah.
Spit on them bitches. Anyway, Merry Christmas, y'all. It's like, I didn't even get my number one.
Yeah.
My number one is The Grinch.
It's so good.
Dude, it's my favorite Christmas movie. He's just, like we said, he's just like a iconic character in history.
Yeah.
Or movie history, at least. Jim Carrey does the whole damn thing, bro. He gets totally into character. Like, I feel like nobody can match up to his Grinch.
I was just gonna say that. Like
if they were to do a remake, I don't think
no one could play the Grinch the way that Jim Carrey did.
Yeah.
Like, he set the bar, and there's like no replicating it. Like, it's either him or nothing at all. But I think he said like if he did the Grinch, like this would be like his final movie, and he'd be like done with acting forever.
I think that would be like the definition of going out with a bang.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like
Right.
people knowing like this is gonna be like his last movie. We need to make it good.
Like, he's gonna win Oscars for this one.
And then like there will be people that go see it like, oh, you know what, this is his last movie. So it could be a whole big thing.
So that was our kickoff to the holiday season episodes.
It's the holiday season.
I'm so excited.
I'm not. I'm just kidding.
Morbid. Yeah, we'll get into it a little bit further of how this holiday season's gonna be, because it's gonna be a different one this year. But
very different.
Yeah. You could talk about it on the next episode or something.
Yeah.
But like we said, that's gonna do it for this episode. We hope you enjoyed it, and if there's movies or songs on this list that you've never heard of, give it a try. Give it a listen.
Yeah, just give it a shot, bro.
Because like I say, I think we have like pretty damn good taste in like music and movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Not to toot our own horns, you feel me?
Toot.
Yeah.
But yeah, like give it a try this holiday season. Because they're either on Tubi or they're on Netflix. Like, there's some way to watch it. So yeah, try it.
Yeah, a lot of these movies that we named are all on some kind of streaming service.
Yeah. And like we said, if you're dealing with anything this holiday season and you need just some extra help, there is help out there. There is someone to listen to you and to give you the best advice that they can.
Mm-hmm.
If you live in the United States, you can call 988 for a lifeline. And if you check the show notes or like the description of this episode, I will link lifelines that can hopefully help you. And if you feel like coming to us, our DMs are open at Graham's Porch on Instagram. You could send us an email And our email is gramsporchpod@gmail.com. And, we could be a listening ear, or, just here for you in the best way that we can be there for you.
Mm-hmm.
But just know that you are not alone this holiday season or ever. But we hope that you guys have a good week, a good start to your holiday season, and we hope that you stay safe out there. Remember to just spread love and compassion to others, especially during this time of the year. Be compassionate, be understanding, and help out if you can, or if you feel inclined to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just hope that you guys have a good week. We'll see you back here next week. And like we always say,
Sleep with the angels.